Hello, everyone. This is the continuation of the just in case videos. So in this one, I'm going over your syllabus. So here we go. Get that out of the way. Let me situate this. And ta-da! Away we go. I'm going to try to make this one a little bit more sweet and short and to the point. And again, these are just my in case videos. Okay, so here we are. It is only this first week that we're not meeting in person, and we will meet in person in room 131 and W1, the same room that you met at for Thesis 1, same time, 3:30 to 4:45. You know where my office is. My office hours this semester will be before our class, as well as Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3:30 to 5:30 or by appointment. And you've got my email. I have a lot of comics through this syllabus, so I hope you enjoy them. You don't have to buy a book for this class, but I have recommended one, and that is Art/Work, Everything You Need to Know and Do as You Pursue Your Art Career. It's a great book. It's not that expensive on Amazon. And if you're interested, I just wanted to let you know. There are a lot of things on Canvas for you, but just in case. So learning outcomes, things that you're going to be doing this semester, right? So making a body of work, discussing, analyzing it, integrating ideas into material use and methodology. You will plan and implement a timeline for the senior exhibition, write a proposal that gives a clear description of how your work will be installed and what needs you have, write an artist statement that gives the reader clear insight to your work, write an artist bio, understand the basic workings of exhibition PR, including postcard design, press releases, and other items, document your artwork, learn about the installation process, and gain insights on opportunities for presenting your work. Okay, so the requirements, artwork for the exhibition. As a team, you guys will come up with the exhibition. It says theme, it should be title and a postcard, the documentation of your work, artist statement, resume, and as a team, you'll make an exhibition catalog, and we'll look at some examples of that. A quick short reporting of your with a weekly check-in, okay? Those are not going to take any longer than 5 minutes, okay? Attendance is really important for this class, extremely important. So you are only given 2 absences, okay? So it's really important that you're here, that you're communicating with me. And I realized that I forgot to take the word IMBUS out, but that you're attending and you're available for the installation and things like that, okay? And do be aware, your work cannot be late for delivery to the exhibition. It's really, really crucial. You have to have the work ready. You have to be ready for install day to pass the class, okay? So how will you succeed? Come to class. We've already said that. Communicate, you know, that highly visible and possibly stressful component of your final exhibition that I want you to be successful. So communicate with your questions, your needs, etc. Do the work, organize your work and your practice. Okay, I think this is a big one. We have all these stereotypes about disorganized artists. I don't think they're true. So use your calendar, plan, and take regular steps. Sometimes they're just baby steps, but regular steps to accomplish what you need, and have some fun, okay? Contacting me, you know, the easiest way is via outside of classes via email, but just be aware, I pretty much teach all day, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 o'clock till 3:30. I'm not going to reply to an email during that time, okay? Fridays, I am in the studio, and over the weekend, and I'm at home. So I don't always respond to emails very quickly on those days. So if you're emailing me at 10:30 Friday morning and you're expecting me to reply by 11, just be aware that I probably won't. I'll get back to you, just not that super quickly, okay? And that I just think is just being honest and real, especially when it comes to teaching class. I don't think you guys want me answering other students' email during our class time, okay? I mean, I really love this one. There's that tired old bit about artists being weak and tortured, but really artists have to be strong. I love that. Okay, so now is where I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys. And this is where I hope everything is on my side and you don't have to watch this as a video. As of right now, we don't know the exhibition run dates or the installation, de-installation, or faculty review. And that is not because of me. It is not because of Tori. The reality is that the person who schedules the BEA, the architecture gallery where you'll be exhibiting your work, has been on vacation and we have not had access to them. I've been in touch with Tori. I've been driving Tori crazy. Tori's been turning around and emailing that group quite a bit. And so it's been totally out of my control. Once we know, which I'm hoping will be very soon, Tori knows that you need to know, Tori knows that I want to know. Once we have that, I will let you know and I will update this. And so the course calendar, which typically I like to have really organized, will definitely shift with some things once we know when that is, okay? So some of the things on the course calendar, the artist statements, short presentations about your work, those will not change. That will be next week. Drafts of artist statements, postcards, designs, some critiques, and then things that probably will change based on when the exhibition is. I want to bring in some guest speakers to talk about graduate schools because I know some of you are interested. Artist residencies, I want us to take a field trip or two. So those things may and probably will shift around once we know when the exhibition is. So as soon as I know, you will know. And I apologize. My preference is always to know by day one so that everything kind of goes together. But unfortunately, I don't know. Okay. So again, the weekly writing and check-in, it's through Canvas. You can think of it as being similar to the artist research that you did in creative practice. It's just a weekly check-in. It won't take you much time at all. There's a few questions, and one of them is, what did you accomplish this week? And I think that's a good habit to get into, to be like, what did I accomplish, and celebrate that, okay? So that's one of the questions. The other questions, what do you need to learn or do to move things ahead for the next week? And then asking regularly about meetings with your mentors. So if you've not connected with your mentors yet, remind me in the first one who your mentors are. Maybe they've shifted since creative practice, and reach out to your mentors and schedule your first meeting with them, okay? So keep going. Resources for your success. So these are things and places that you can reach out to for some feedback support on campus. So the Center for Academic Success, the Disability Resource Center, Counseling and Psychological Services, and the Food Pantry. So these links should work. Please take advantage of all of these services, okay? So your final grade will be based largely upon the exhibition installation of work, but then after that, your participation in the department review, the completion of the exhibition title, postcard, and catalog, and the creations of your weekly documents, that check-in, your artist statement, bio, CV, exhibition proposal. So it all comes together very nicely. Okay, so the last thing that's on here, so of course, let's give credit to where these comics are coming from. Hyperallergic, and works by Lauren Porgio and Jack Shorgren. Okay, I think they're great. Then I just wanted to read a little bit of this Solowitz letter to Eva Hess, okay, because I think this is really amazing and it's a good thing, just so I won't do all of it, but just a little bit. Dear Eva, it's been almost a month since you wrote to me and have possibly forgotten your state of mind. I doubt it though. You seem the same as always, and being you, hate every minute of it. Don't. Learn to say fuck you to the world once in a while. You have every right to. Just stop thinking, worrying, looking over your shoulder, wondering, doubting, fearing, hurting, hoping for some easy way out, struggling, grasping, confusing, itching, scratching, mumbling, bumbling, grumbling, humbling, stumbling, numbling, rumbling, gambling, tumbling, scumbling, scrambling, hitching, hatching, bitching, moaning, groaning, honing, boning, horse shitting, hair splitting, nitpicking, piss trickling, nose sticking, ass gouging, eyeball poking, finger pointing, alleyway sneaky, long waiting, small stepping, evil eyeing, back scratching, searching, perching, besperching, grinding, 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 grinding away at yourself. Stop it and just do. From your description and what I know of your previous work and your ability, the work you are doing sounds very good. Drawing clean, clear, but crazy like machines, larger and bolder, real nonsense. That sounds fine. Wonderful. Real nonsense. Do more. More nonsensical, more crazy, more machines, more breasts, more penises, more cunts, whatever. Make them with abound, or make them abound with nonsense. Try and tickle something inside you, your weird humor. You belong in the most secret part of you. Don't worry about cool, make your own uncool. Make your own world. If you fear, make it work for you. Draw and paint your fear and anxiety, and stop worrying about big, deep things such as to decide on a purpose and a way of life, a consistent approach to even some impossible end or even an imagined end. You must practice being stupid, dumb, unthinking, empty. Then you will be able to do. I have much confidence in you, and even though you're tormenting yourself, the work you do is very good. Try to do some bad work, the worst you can think of, and see what happens. But mainly relax and let everything go to hell. You are not responsible for the world. You are only responsible for your work. So do it. And don't think that your work has to conform to any preconceived form, idea, or flavor. It can be anything you want it to be. But if life would be easier for you if you stopped working, then stop. Don't punish yourself. However, I think that it is so deeply ingrained in you that it would be easier to do. It seems I do understand your attitude somewhat anyway, because I go through similar processes every so often. I have an agonizing reappraisal of my work and change everything as much as possible. Hate everything I've done and try to do something entirely different and better. Maybe that kind of process is necessary to me, pushing me on and on. The feeling that I can do better than that shit I just did. Maybe you need your agony to accomplish what you do, and maybe it goads you on to do better. But it is very painful, I know. I know it'd be better if you had the confidence just to do and not even think about it. Can't you leave the world and art alone and also quit fondling your ego? I know that you or anyone can only work so much, and the rest of the time you are left with your own thoughts. But when you work, or before your work, you have to empty mind and concentrate on what you are doing. After you do something, it's done, and that's that. After a while, you can see some are better than others, but you also see what direction you're going. I'm sure you know all that. You also know what you don't have to justify your work, not even to yourself. Well, you know I admire your work greatly and can't understand why you are so bothered by it. But you see the next ones and I can't. You must believe in your ability. I think you do. So try the most outrageous things you can. Shock yourself. You have at your power the ability to do anything. So I really love this, and I like putting it in the syllabus because I feel like it's probably something that all of us need to hear from time to time. And if such amazing artists as Eva Hess and Sol LeWitt have doubted themselves and the work that they're making, then probably for where you're at right now with preparing your work for Thesis 2 exhibition, this is a really good reminder. So there you go. There's a quick overview of your syllabus, and we'll talk about more things.